Hi, my name is Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds, and we are the scouting coordinators for this season's Hula Bowl. This interview is sponsored by Dreamfield Sports, which is a marketplace that allows athletes to profit from their name, image, and likeness. Check them out at dreamfield.co for more information. Today I have with me Travell Harris. He's a wide receiver out of Washington State. How you doing today, sir?
How you doing? How you doing?
Doing well, doing very well. Uh, Interesting story. You actually are a Florida kid who played your college ball out there at Washington State, and oh, by the way, we just so happened to invite you down to the Hula Bowl, which is now in Orlando, Florida, pretty close to home. So, talk us through that journey a little bit, if you don't mind. Tell me a bit about your background and you just kind of getting there to Washington State.
Well, first, my name is Travell Harris. I'm from Tampa, Florida. I went to Jesuit High School in Tampa, and I've been playing football since I was 5 years old. Playing Little league and just playing baseball and trying numerous of sports growing up. As I got to high school, started as a freshman. I started as a true freshman in high school, where I played both sides of the ball. Me and my best friend Malik Davis, who's now a running back at Florida with the Florida Gators. Um, so I went to Jesuit as, like I say, played true freshman. Played both sides of the ball. Then as I got up into the sophomore, um, as I got more noticeable, I continued to play both sides and just continue to further my career. And I was blessed to have multiple offers from various schools like FAU at the time, where Lane Kiffin was there. Missouri wanted me to play defensive back, but I didn't want to do that. And I had a lot of scholarships from the West Coast, Oregon, and many others pretty much. But I chose to come out here to Washington State because I felt like it was the right fit for me at the time. Coach Mike Leach was the guy who recruited me, him and Derek Sage, to get me out there. And Coach Sage is now at UCLA, and Coach Leach is now at Mississippi State now. But those two coaching staff, those two guys, helped me come out of Florida and really see something different to get out there here at Washington State. So the first time I talked to Lee, she flew to my house and recruited me and wanted me to come.
Awesome. I have to say, Mike Leach, probably one of my favorite characters,
Yeah.
in college football. So I definitely love him. Wish him all the best, with what he's doing as well. So I do want to talk to you a little bit, just kind of about you. I mean, you kind of chatted with me about that whole transition phase of coming out of Tampa and getting there to Washington State. Let's talk about you as an NFL prospect. So I mean, obviously, maybe not the biggest wide receiver. I mean, about 5'9", 185 pounds. I mean, probably seen more so as like a slot at the next level, perhaps. Also a guy that can return some kicks. I do want you to hear what one of our scouts actually had to say about you, if you don't mind. So
Okay.
just hear this. Above average athletic ability and top end speed. Has very good feet and good ability to create separation out of his breaks. Good ability to track the ball and flashes some elusiveness while racking up some yards after the catch. So hearing that, how would you define yourself as a prospect?
I'm very versatile, man. That's one thing about me. I feel like my playing style, I believe it's far over height, to be honest with you, man. I've been doubted my whole life, but at the end of the day, I continue to prove people wrong. And one thing about my character is that I'm very coachable. No matter the situation, no matter what's going on, I feel like the thing that sticks out with me is that I'm very coachable. I'm very versatile when it comes to football. I can move from different positions, whether it's slot receiver, I could line up at outside, running back, kick return, punt return. So I'm very versatile, and I feel like I'm a do it all guy, man. I can take the top off of defense. I can run people over. I can do whatever you ask me to do.
So when you're looking at guys perhaps at the next level Have you ever tried to compare yourself to somebody? Is that a fair thing to ask? Like who are you looking at the next level? Who are you like a big fan of?
Well, I have a few guys that I definitely look up to as far as with me and my playing style. I definitely look at Tyreek Hill as one with this with speed and taking the top off of defenses. I look at Tyler Lockett as far as elusiveness and getting open, and then I also look at Steve Smith as far as attitude and just having that dog mentality of playing football.
Dude, for real, Steve Smith to me, love that guy.
Yeah,
What's great about Steve Smith is Steve Smith may not have been the biggest guy, but like he acted like it. He
exactly.
he acted like he was the big dog when he was, no bigger than you are.
Yeah.
And people didn't mess with him, man. Like, he's a dog for sure. So again, like we said, I mean, obviously also adding a great asset as a prospect, being able to be a special teamer.
Mhm.
Whether it be returning kicks, covering kicks, punts, what have you. I mean, um, when did that first start for you?
It's I just felt like I wanted to get on the field no matter where I'm at, man. Whether it's kickoff return, punt team, punt return. I just wanted to showcase my talent and be able to help out my team. It all started my redshirt sophomore year here at Washington State when I broke out a yard kick return, and I feel like that's where everything took off for me. I just wanted to showcase my talent, man, and my speed, and that's what I did early on in my career, and it helped me out to where I'm at now.
Awesome. I mean, obviously, taking it to the house is where it's at. I mean, it always feels great to be able to do that. So, Travell, let's talk about like that daily grind for you. I mean, obviously, you need to, put in the work in the film room, in the weight room during practice. Talk to me a little bit about those things. Let's first chat about the film room.
Mhm.
How has that developed for you over the years? How has that helped you? Maybe take it to the next level. During a game, is there maybe even a particular instance where maybe you found something, while watching film that really, played into, you know, during a game?
Yeah, see, early on in my career, my redshirt freshman year, that's what I feel like. I definitely developed as far as understanding the game and really understanding coverages and whatnot. So as I got older, now to this level that I'm at now, I truly understand the game of football and understand defenses and how teams can try to stop me. With me being a grad, it truly helps me out of fully locking in and just being able to focus on football. So the things that I do now is I just go in and sit down with my receiver coach and try to find tendencies for DBs and find things that guys try to do to stop me. As far as like with USC, with a lot of teams like USC, what they try to do this year is they know that I can take the top off the defense, but a lot of teams would try to bracket me and try to double team me so they can stop me from going vertical in. With my elusiveness of breaking in routes and creating separation. So as I seen that, I was just breaking down film with my coaching staff and trying to find things for me to get open.
Great. So I mean, obviously, finding teams like USC, obviously, you know what they do. You find ways to adjust and get open. Obviously, also having to, put in the work in the weight room. I mean, I know people may joke at it because I mean, you aren't the biggest guy, but I mean, how do you attack the weight room? I mean, and what are you trying? What are your goals? When you're, in the weight room, and maybe even like your favorite lift. Can you answer some of that?
Well, I'm a hard worker. That's one thing about me. I'm definitely going. That's one thing you're gonna learn about Travell Harris. He's always gonna have a smile on his face. He's always gonna be energetic, and he loves to work. So that's three things I value, and three things that you're definitely gonna see more about here with me. But in the weight room, I'm a well going guy, man. I like to bring the energy, like to get it going in there, and just have fun. I feel like with me, I'm a more firm built guy, so squatting is kind of one of my favorite things I love to do. I can squat over 500 pounds, and I do kind of I feel like I'm stronger in the bench as well. So me being a a stocky guy, it kind of helps me with my power.
It's great. I mean, obviously, for your size, I mean, having that power really sets you apart because I mean, people may want to get up in your face, stop you at the line of scrimmage, but I mean, obviously, being able to maneuver through that traffic a little bit and kind of assert yourself. I mean, having that strength to be able to do that is definitely key. At your position. So, obviously, uh, as we kind of move forward, I mean, again, we invited you to the Hula Bowl. Can't wait to see you down there in Orlando. But as we kind of progress through things, I mean, you know, I'm assuming you're preparing for like combine esque, pro day esque sorts of things. I mean, is there maybe like a facility or trainer that you're working with in order to prepare for those things?
Yeah, right now I'll be trying. Well, I got everything together as far as me finishing up my college career and then focusing on the combine and focusing on the league. I do feel like I'm gonna be down there training in Florida, in the sun. So I'm happy about that to get out this cold and just to really get it in. I'll be down there at performance in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, just getting it in and training for the combine.
Nice, nice. Hey, I want to talk about your time there at Washington State. I mean, obviously, you put together a lot of great games, a lot of great moments. Chat with me about some of the best highlights of your career, if you don't mind. Is there maybe a particular game or play that sticks out for you?
I have a few actually. One of my as far as early on career, my 100-yard kickoff return was definitely a highlight to my career. And a big accomplishment for me this year was actually winning the Apple Cup with my team. Just being able to finally get the done, beating your rival, and knowing all the hard work and all the dedication that your teammates that I have now and my teammates that previously that I played with, those guys being able to watch us win that game was a huge accomplishment for me and my team. So winning the Apple Cup this year and definitely my kickoff return early on in my career helped me helped me now.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, beating your rival, those games are always the most important for sure. So, great to hear you do well during those games. Obviously, one of the things that I feel like you bring to the table that really sets you apart is your speed. Like you said, being able to take it to the house on a kick return, or maybe like on a long play or something. People asking you to go vertical on a route. I mean, definitely having the ability to do so. I think a lot of that spurs from perhaps even your track and field background in your high school days. Can you chat about that time if you don't mind?
Yeah, so back in high school, man, I ran track, to really stay in shape for football, and I try to trust my speed and keep my speed up. To be honest with you, so I was a fast guy back in high school. I did run a 10.7, which is the school record right now at Jesuit. But I definitely feel like I got way faster than I was in high school, and I can't wait to showcase that speed and continue to prove people wrong and show people my talent.
So if you had a 10.7 100 meter back in high school, um, I'm trying to figure out how that actually translates to maybe a 40.
So
Do
40,
you know? Do you know where you are with that 40? Is it in like the 4.3s or is it around 4.4 or what?
yeah, 10.7. So okay, see, early on at 10.7, that's actually a 4.4. But right now, I feel like I'm definitely at a 4.3. So I trust my speed, and I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait to really show it. And that's one thing that I bring value to the game of football is because I'm very quick and I'm very fast, and it's hard for people to even put their hands on me or try to catch up with me. So speed is definitely one of my most valued traits.
Awesome. Definitely looking forward to see how fast Travell Harris runs for sure. So, I was just going to ask you. I mean, there have been a lot of coaches that have poured into you over the years. I mean, whether it be from your high school years or there at Washington State. Is there maybe a particular lesson that you learned from one of those coaches that still sticks with you today?
Yeah, definitely with Mike Leach, man. One thing I definitely learned was to control what you can control, no matter what goes on in this world, no matter what goes on in society, man. you're going to face adversity as a human being and control what you can control. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but at the end of the day, if you can control it, control it. So that's one thing I definitely how to be patient with what I can control.
Definitely. Well, let's take a moment, man. I'm curious about who this guy is, Travell Harris, outside of football. So, tell me something about yourself, something special, unique, fun, interesting. Your hobbies, anything that you want to share about yourself, if you don't mind. Just kind of hit me with something.
Well, with me, I actually I love to give back, man. I'm more of a in the community guy. I like to go out to the local little league football teams and help 'em out, whether it's me throwing the ball, being a referee, teaching them different, or even just spending time with those kids, man. And that's one thing I feel like I value the most is just giving back and going in the community and helping others far as hobbies, I do like to fish. I actually fish with my old lineman here at Washington State. So me and my old lineman does that pretty well. Get on the boat and go out there freshwater fishing. And I'm very good at ping pong, believe it or not. That's one I feel like I am good. Ping pong is a good little hobby that I'm in.
Awesome. So maybe if there's a ping pong table, down in Orlando, we'll get that challenge together. So we'll see, man. You got to double check the official rules on that game, though.
Oh yeah.
Um, but hey, just trying to think of something else maybe to ask you, just for the sake of fun. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Ooh, that's a good one. Favorite movie? Probably just the new Spider-Man that just came out.
Ah,
Probably.
man, hopefully I'll be able to, watch it within the next couple weeks. Because I mean, I feel like people, because I haven't. Man, I've been very busy, so I mean, I have yet to watch it. Let's see. You have a favorite music artist? Like, what's your jam? Like, maybe even like, when you're in the locker room, just kind of waiting on like that game.
Well, I am a Florida boy, so I do listen to a lot of Florida artists like Kodak Black, Rod Wave. But I'm more of a kind of jazz guy when it comes to getting ready for games, and a reggae guy getting ready for games just to calm my nerves down and calm myself down. But as far as my turned up music, yeah, I do listen to a lot of Kodak Black and Rod Wave.
Awesome. And what about like what's your like, I don't know, comfort food? Whether it be a snack food or maybe a meal. Like maybe you come back home from being out at college for a long time. Like, what's that one comfort food?
I'll give you this. I'm a big strawberry guy. Like I love like for one strawberry Capri Sun. That's my number one go to, no matter what. Strawberry Capri Sun, and I'm a big ranch guy. So I like to eat ranch on pretty much all of my food. So if people say that is weird, but I'm a big strawberry and then ranch guy.
No, that's fine. As long as you don't have those two together, you're okay.
Yeah.
So,
I-
um, all right, Travell, as we wind things down, I do want you to have one more opportunity, to speak, and I want you to really, speak directly to all those scouts out there that are watching, that are listening, that have maybe seen you play. Give them your pitch as to why they need to take a chance on you, draft you, sign you, bring you into their franchise, and make you a teammate of everyone there. So, go ahead and hit them with your pitch if you don't mind.
Well, I feel like teams should definitely take a chance on me because you're definitely going to get 110% out of me. I'm very coachable. I'm very well organized, and I know how to get in with the teammates and have fun, man. I'm a very energetic guy. I know how to go out there and help the community and give back to the community, not only just being a football player, but being a voice in the community. I'm very coachable. I'm very dynamic, and I'm elusive, man. As far as the game of football, I can, take the top off defenses. I can run routes, and I can line up in the backfield. So I can do all different things, and I'm very versatile. So I feel like my playing style and my ability is definitely help evolving to the league. As far as smaller, fast slot guys, which is hard to catch and hard to stop, and you can also give them the ball as well. So I feel like my style of play is very dynamic and is helpful for the NFL.
Yeah, definitely a guy who's dangerous in space. Whether you're, kind of, tossing out a screen pass to him, maybe maybe pitching the ball to him like as a running back, of course, and obviously, their own special teams being able to take it the distance. I mean, obviously a guy who could do a whole lot of different things for a program. So do feel like you have a lot going for you as a prospect. I mean, again, all those things you mentioned, definitely, something that's going to help you get some looks from a whole lot of different scouts, and obviously coming down to Orlando, coming to the Hula Bowl, people are going to get see you face to face and what you can do with everybody coming down here. So, man, I do wish you best of luck, and thanks for this, man.
Thank you, man. I truly appreciate the opportunity. Thank you guys for having me at the Hula Bowl, and I just want to say thank you again. I truly appreciate it.
Sure, you're welcome. Again, you can see Travell Harris of Washington State down at the Hula Bowl this season, January 15th, actually, coming up very soon. So you can purchase those tickets via Ticketmaster.com. This interview was sponsored by Dreamfield Sports. Definitely check them out for NIL deals. Travell, this has been fun. Again, thanks again.
Thank you, Jimmy.